Hello, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the County Durham Spartans YouTube stream. Today we are taking on the Edinburgh Rays in the opening day of the season. I'm joined on commentary by the one and only Liam.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet me.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, well there you go. And we're about to take first pitch, I believe.
New season.
Yeah.
1-0-0.
Yep. The Spartans have not lost a game this season yet.
Yeah,
which is always a good thing.
How long we can say that for, we don't know, but we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, absolutely.
New pitcher on the mound.
Yep.
For Durham.
Newly acquired Kishi.
Believe he played in London.
He did, yeah. Proper top end lad as well. Two and one. 2-1 pitch. Fouled off.
He's looking very comfortable on there already, Carl.
Absolutely, yeah.
It took him long to feel at home here.
Yeah. We've had a lot of practice, like outdoor. We got to outdoor practice early this year, so he has had time on the mound here.
He has.
And the 1-2 pitch.
And that's nice as well from the new ace.
And that's his first strikeout of the game as a Spartan.
Love to see that.
I feel like if I stand and hold the mic here, I'm kind of shielding the wind, you know, so that people can actually hear.
We were promised glorious day today.
We were
promised 20 degrees,
yeah.
You know, proper baseball weather. We've got wind and clouds, which is not too bad, but
yeah.
We'll take it.
It's dry. I'll take a dry day.
See if he can get his second out.
Ball one, just outside.
Close there.
Can you read that Edinburgh player's name on this back? We got a lefty at the plate. I just can't see. I can't see his name.
Not sure who it is yet.
The catcher today is Nick
Home.
Home.
Behind the mound.
I believe he'll be pitching in game 2. Can't be sure, but I believe he's.
I would say so.
I believe he's pitching in game 2.
I'm not sure who this lefty is for the Rays.
Oh, good contact on that one.
It's huge.
Oh. That was a foul ball, so back he goes.
That wind is nasty.
It is, yeah.
Carl, for anyone with a pop-up infield or shallow, shallow outfield, that's gonna.
It's going to carry. It is carrying to the.
Will we see a home run?
Yeah, well, possibly. I think the wind seems like it's carrying to the first base line, so it's going to start pushing things to right field.
Not sure what the count is at the minute. 3-1, is that?
Oh, it was a low ball. Kishi thinks he got the ball. He got the strike there, but. My mic says no. Another pop up.
Extremely frustrated at the moment there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard his scream there. Rivers? Maybe? I don't know.
We could do with a list. We could do with a list of the players if. Might not be a bad shout. Ball 4. First walk. Kishi walks his first batter, so 1 strikeout, 1 walk.
One away, 1 on base. We've got the player coach up now.
Edinburgh's manager, I believe.
He is one of the most colourful, one of the more colourful characters of the league.
Yeah. Foul ball. Ball 1. We might get away with sitting down here, you know. That wind's died a little bit. I'm stood up, trying to stop my the seat from flying away.
Oh, he's made contact there through the mound into the outfield. And
Infield single.
Cammy Martin gets that back in. Dean at the third, and he's got him.
He's got him out at third.
Nice from Spartans.
Third base, Nate Coatsworth.
Yeah, Dean at the net.
That's
a nice little infield combination. I like this infield lineup.
Yeah.
It's a good lineup. It feels very complementary of each other.
Absolutely. Again, the training's been the winter training and the spring training has been it's been intense for the Spartans.
It has. You know, they wanna bounce back after
a one-game season last year.
Yeah, it wasn't a great season. It was a learning season. It was rebuilding. You know, a lot of new players, not just to the team but to the sport.
Yes, very much so.
So
Me
that's
included.
always gonna,
I only came in halfway through the season last year.
That's it.
Kishi keeping the player at first base on us there. Step off.
He's looking good on the mound, early doors, Carl.
Absolutely.
So we've got that's two away, isn't it?
It is.
We've got two away. We've got a man on first.
I'm not sure what the count is.
Same here. It's always hard to keep a track on the count when you're not in the box yourself.
That looks like strike two. Out to the shortstop.
Stolen base there.
So Edinburgh put their second player in scoring position.
Few shouts from
and the count is 2-2.
Shouts of encouragement.
Kishi with the 2-2 pitch. Outside. Full count.
There we go. What's he going to do in this full count situation here, Carl?
We'll take defence from the batter, I guess. Ball four. That is a walk.
One more out needed from Spartans.
Yeah, the wind looks like it is playing his wide balls are all going to that first base side.
This tent that we're under feels like it could take off, so that ball's definitely going to be drifting, I'll tell you that much.
We are double tied down under this in this gazebo. There's 8 tent pegs and 2 straps on it, and I'm still worried that it's going to go.
It's moving more than John Travolta in Saturday Night Fever.
It certainly is. Certainly is, and we're going to pay a change of third base coach from the Rays. Low ball, third, the runner goes. And the runners without fans.
Third now, runner at second and third. Still 2 outs. Spartans started off the inning very strong.
If they can keep, yeah.
Hope we can just put one more away, yeah.
One more away, I'm praying for a pop-up.
Yeah. I could be wrong here, Carl, but I don't think there was an inning last season where Spartans had a clean sheet.
Yeah. Right, okay.
I could be wrong there.
Yeah.
I could be talking nonsense. I should maybe do some more fact checking, but I don't know.
Now the runner at second is taking quite a lead.
Through the gap there, that's going to score.
Yeah, that is going to score 1, and it's going to score 2. The ball comes in at second, and that is the first 2 runs of the 2025 season, batted in by Roger.
Roger's stepped up where it mattered there.
The 2-out
nice
single.
Little line drive through the middle. Just in that spot where your outfield is going to have to get right in quickly, or your first baseman will have to play really deep.
The infielders are not playing very deep. The runner's gone. Yeah, the Spartans infielders are still playing quite quite wide, quite far back.
Yeah, they're expecting. I think off batting practice,
Expecting contact.
they're expecting some contact. Yeah.
Runner at
And now
third base is
they're,
gone.
Yeah, they're just going to have to read that. They've certainly woke up now and
Absolutely.
they're smashing hell out of their own tee behind me. You might be out of the way.
Yeah, those little thuds in the background of the Edinburgh team kicking the shit
Get
out
on
of their
Amazon after this one, mate, because that looks buggered.
Yeah.
So, interesting stance. This is
It is very, very long.
it's like a high Otani, I would call it.
But what? In what world was that not a strike? But okay. Okay.
Interesting call there.
She thought he got the call as well, but
yes,
that right little smile towards
like a high Otani type stance.
Yeah. Ball four. Right, runners at the corners. Still 2 away.
What happens at this level of baseball? You look like you coast and you get 2 quick outs. You think
Yep.
the third one's coming soon, and
Yep.
then the team can just
Alan.
get that little bit of spark, a little bit of confidence, and then here we are now.
Ball wide. Ball one. And the 1-2 pitch. The runner is going to advance to second. That is 2-0. Runner at second's taking a big lead here.
Taking a big lead.
There is a player at third.
I think they've got a few bags now.
Yeah,
They're feeling
getting a little
it
bit of
aren't they,
confidence.
Carl?
Yeah.
I think they're feeling it a bit. They're thinking we can just take these bags.
I believe that is the 3-1. Keisha needs to tighten things up just a little bit here.
Lead again, as you talked about.
Yep. That's strike 2 to
You got
full count.
swing in there. Give a bit of confidence for the new starting pitcher.
The 3-2 pitch.
Nice, that's got to be.
And that will retire the side. Only 2 runs of damage.
It's a good outing from the Spartans.
Absolutely.
We've certainly seen them come in a lot further down too.
Yes, very much so.
It could have got out of hand at the end, and the Kishi's done well there to tighten it up and get the side out. And let's see what the batters can do.
Absolutely.
Put your money on anyone to hit in this lineup here, Carl. Fancy anyone for a,
yeah. I mean,
for a
look.
first,
If you look at
first
the
innings?
team, look at the team. You've got TBJ's on there. You've got Nick's in there. Kishi's in there. They're all
Ricky,
Ricky. They're
got
all
a great
swinging.
season last season at the plate.
An award-winning season, I believe.
Award-winning season.
We've got some fantastic people swinging the bat this season.
We have Nick Holmes at a few home runs.
Yep.
On this very diamond.
Yes.
So we'll see if he can add to his tally here. Definitely dropped a few degrees.
Yeah, that's
mate.
absolutely. It's freezing. I'm sitting here shivering
And I'm sat in the vest.
in a vest and shorts. I've got an undershirt, trousers, and my jersey on, and I'm still freezing.
Turned up like I was ready for the Bahamas this morning.
Ready for 19 degrees.
Yeah.
I didn't bring a hoodie, and I wish I had.
Yeah.
Well, the clouds look like they're moving at some clip, and there's not that many behind them, so.
If I can play in game 2 without the use of sunglasses, though, I'll be happy.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I'll be happy.
So the lead-off batter for the Spartans is TBJ.
Lefty, shortstop,
Yep.
team leader.
Yep.
What more can you say about the man? A great teammate.
Absolutely. Treasurer. No, he's not treasurer. Cliff's treasurer. He is. I should know this. I built the website. I'd put him in as the on the committee page. Committee member. Yes. TBJ.
All rounder.
And you know what? Genuinely a bloody top bloke as well.
Really nice guy. You know, salt of the earth.
American, of course. I don't know what else to say about him, to be honest. He's a nice bloke. He's American.
He's a nice American man who's good at baseball. I think we can leave it at that, can't we? And that's what
we can rely on him to put a homer in the first at bat.
Edinburgh fans coming down today for the experience.
That's got a fair amount of Spartans
got a good
visitors here today as well.
Might need a new stand at this point.
We're looking at, I think this is the closest we've looked to a sellout in a while. Technically, because of how many seats we've got, it is always a sold out venue. Standing room only.
Right you bring your own seat, you know. I don't know if you can see on camera, but just outside Stained Rock Academy there's going to be a new new construction site, a new housing estate, so hopefully you've got baseball on your doorstep.
Absolutely.
There. Come along. I know you're not in the house yet, but when you are and you've bought the house and you move there, come along.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll name one of the streets Baseball Way, Spartans Way.
Yeah.
Spartans Drive or something like that, you know. Oh, Spartans Drive, that's a good one, because that's a baseball term. Okay, TBJ makes his way into the batter's box for the inaugural at-bat of the 2025 season.
Let's get them going.
I'll take one inside. We should probably get somebody to check that we are actually live, otherwise we might just be waffling to nobody.
We could be. And if we are, we would do this anyway. So
absolutely. Ricky, will you get somebody to just check on their phone? Just give them a shout. Tell them to check on their phone to make sure that we sound all right. Dean. There's a hit from TBJ. Oh, it's through the gap.
He's got to be there.
There's nobody. Yep, there's nobody at first base ready to catch it.
Little mix up there.
Dina.
The work covered.
Dean. Here
we go. Ricky Scott
at bat.
Great season. Great season last year.
His inaugural bat in the 2025 season.
Longest serving player on the team.
And the runner goes. TBJ steals third. Put your phone out just to make sure that we sound all right on the live stream, please. I'm worried the sound's working. Oh, cool. It's whether we can be heard or not, or whether it's just all wind. Yeah. You can come over and join in if you want. I did.
Yeah.
I did. Well done. We didn't mention it, but well done. We saw it.
We've just got Dina over there trying to tell us what to say, what to do.
Oh, foul ball by Ricky. Ricky, I was talking to Ricky earlier on, and he was telling me that he doesn't do batting practice on game day.
No.
He's superstitious about it. He gets in his own head if he has a bad bat practice.
You could see superstitious about not doing a lot.
Yes.
Physically, he likes to keep himself ready.
Yeah.
For the game.
So Ricky strikes out.
Often seen in that little chair with his Red Bull.
Yeah.
And,
he has moved on the diet. He has moved on the diet Red Bull.
That was a rumour. Is that confirmed now? Is it?
Yes, that is. It's confirmed. He is now a diet Red Bull convert.
Any idea what flavour vape juice he's using this season, Carl?
Absolutely not, unfortunately. I'll get a chat with him tomorrow and we'll find out.
And his new pitcher, Kishi, in the batter's box here. What's he got in the plate?
Take one inside for ball one.
We've got TBJ on third base, 1 out.
And Nick Holm on deck. Oh, 1-1. TBJ makes a quick dash back to third. One ball, 2 strikes. And the 2-1 pitch. High.
It's very high. Just trying to think if I've seen this pitcher before for them, if he was there last year.
He didn't play in the game that I played here last year. Oh, that's a foul ball. I'll grab some sheep for that one.
Yeah, hopefully the sheep are alright there. Because we wouldn't want any sheep injured on game 1, there's a full season left for them to watch.
Absolutely,
you know?
yeah.
Well, until you know what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. Until they are lambs no more.
Yeah.
Until they become lamb.
Coming to a roast near you.
Yeah, coming to a Toby Carvery near you.
Yeah.
And that one's dropped.
That
TBJ
wind,
stays.
that wind's naughty today.
Yep, those pop-ups are gonna cause issues, I think.
Any of these pop-ups, anything in the outfield is gonna have a bit of swaz on it.
Absolutely.
And these didn't expect the Death Star clouds either.
No.
But here we are. In shorts and a vest. Oh, that's high.
Ball high. That is going to be a full count, I believe.
It is a full count.
3-2 pitch. Inside, ball 4.
No walks. Spartans, 1 out, 2.
Nick home making his first trip to the plate this
We
season.
talked about his hitting, Carl. He's hit home runs here before.
Yep. He is a contact hitter.
He likes to get one. We usually can count on him for an early season home run to set the tone. I would say. He's certainly done that over the last couple of seasons. And that'll be Kishi to steal there.
Second, yeah.
Stolen base. Kishi at second. TBG at third.
And the go-ahead run at the plate.
I think Nick gets a hold of this. We'll see a tie game very soon. Nice.
There it is.
There it is.
And that is going to bring the ball.
Right,
That is going to bring both home. The play goes into second.
And he'll get one base hit out of that, but he'll get 2 at home. 2 ribbies.
2 RBIs to start the season from Nick.
2
That is going
ribbies.
to tie the game.
And that's exactly what we were talking about, Carl.
Yep.
And here we go. We've got third base.
Third
Last
baseman.
year's MVP.
Yep.
Nick Coachworth.
Sponsored by Valhalla North Axe Throwing.
Yeah. Shout out Valhalla Max Throne. The place to do your axe throwing in the northeast.
And soon to be home to a brand new darts league.
Oh wow! I mean, when's that starting now? I didn't know this. But come down
Next
for this.
Tuesday, 6th of
Oh,
May.
lovely stuff. Get
Week
yourselves
on
down
Tuesday.
there, everyone. He's Coachworth at the plate, like we said, last year's MVP. Always takes a bit of stick out not having his full name on the jersey.
Yep.
Which is, you know.
Yep. Well, I mean, it's a long name to be
It's
fair.
a long name.
And
but
he's been joined by Jess this year.
yeah. I think ours is more understandable. I think there's a big gate. A big
Yeah, this is
barrel
true. Yeah,
there,
it is.
isn't it?
Yeah. And a high pop up.
Is that a foul? Oh,
That's fair.
We'll take
That's a
that.
fair ball, and it's been bobbled by the outfielder as well. Ball is coming in home.
will come
Nick will
home.
come in to score,
No pun intended, and he'll score.
and the Spartans take the lead with Nate on first base.
We've got a dog. Is it a dog?
I believe I'm not entirely sure what it was. Oh, it was. She blew into some grass. There was a girl behind us blew into some grass. It did sound like a little dog yap.
It did. I thought they'd brought a mascot up.
Okay.
There we go, Dina. Number
Dina
7.
at the plate with
Get
one out.
Most improved player, 2 years on the spin at the awards night. At the end
Absolutely,
of the season.
yep. And the pitcher goes to first base with Nate's. There was no lead or anything.
He's very conscious.
Now Nate goes.
Oh, he's keeping him busy, Nate. He loves running the bases.
He does.
got here?
Ball inside. Nate was telling me earlier that he's trimmed. I noticed that he was trimmed down. I was speaking to him about it earlier, and he was telling me that he's on the 2 under 2 diet at the minute.
Who's this?
Nate.
Oh, Nate is.
Yeah, two under 2. He's two kids under 2, and
okay.
he eats when he can, and which is not very often. So
I see. I didn't know. I wasn't familiar with that diet, but now
now he goes.
There he goes.
And throwdown does not happen.
Eat it.
So he's going to take steal second.
I'm not sure what the count is here. Probably should, but I don't.
2 and 2.
2 and 2. Dina.
Contact to stay alive.
Yeah.
Foul
Stay
ball.
Alive. John Travolta. Saturday Night Fever.
Yep.
Another second reference.
Second reference to John Travolta in Saturday Night Fever.
Not intentional, but he is staying alive.
Yeah, the day will come where John Travolta will pass, and those comments will they'll be all over the internet. And another foul tip.
And we hope the sheep are okay. They've got a short enough life as it is.
Absolutely. For those that aren't aware, the Spartans home field is behind Staindrop Academy, and Staindrop is a lovely little village in the countryside in County Durham. Lovely little ground ball there from Dina. The throw goes into first base. He is out at first.
Unlucky.
2 away, which will bring Scott Hughes up to the plate for his first at bat of the 2025 season.
He's a player for me who's come on leaps and bounds.
Absolutely.
Since he started.
100%, yep.
And he was unlucky. I think Dina himself would tell you that Scott was probably unlucky not to win the most improved player last year. He certainly got my vote.
Yeah. Look at Dina.
Alright, lad.
Nice contact though.
Yeah. And Scott, he got a few doubles last year.
He did, yeah. And Nate's going to advance to third base.
Yeah.
He did get a few doubles last year.
He
He had some good contact last year.
A stage you call them Scotty doubles. He did get a few in a row, I remember.
Scotty 2 bags.
Yeah, Scotty 2 bags, yeah. And that's so.
He needs to dial this little dip out of his throw. He does a little dip before he swings the bat.
Yeah, I've noticed.
If he can get rid of that, he'll start. He seems to go just under the ball. And a ball high.
Well, this is what it's all about when you get a player like Scott, who's turned up, not played before, and now he's.
Strike 3, and that will retire the side, but the Spartans will strand 1.
3-2 after 1.
And that'll be that, 3-2. And we head to the top of the second.
And might be time to get a jacket on, I think.
I think there probably is. I'm happy to hold down the fort if need be. In fact, I'm going to go and see if I can scare up another layer as well while we're on. Yet.
Give us a comment if you're watching, people.
We're at YouTube. Oh, that's why. Oh, we do have a viewer. So, if you're out there watching him, where do you come from?
Give us a little sheep.
She's the sheep, yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking that myself.
Oh, we'll go one at a time. I'll go on now. You hold down the road.
Ball one there. Strike one. 1-1 the count. Nice contact through the gap, and that's gonna score a base hit. Right through that gap, a second and the shortstop there.
Advances to second with a steal. And a pop-up. Nick the catcher catches the ball for an out. First out of the inning, which is going to bring somebody else to the plate. I can't read her name on the back of. Yeah, it's going to bring number 3 back to the plate.
Playing a bit of walk-up music for the band.
Yeah.
You don't often see that at this level.
Soft contact, played at first, is in time for the outs.
For the Spartans.
Absolutely.
The infield's doing the job here.
The infield really are, yeah.
They've got a guy on base, obviously he got the hit, it was right through the gap. They couldn't have done nothing about that. But they've done what they've needed to. They've made no errors. Looks infield, looks strong. And yeah, you don't often hear walk-up music at this level of the game, Carl. But,
no. What song would you have if you had walk-up music?
Great question. That is a great question. I think I quite like, I'm thinking of wrestlers' theme songs here. I'll come back to that. I quite like the Kurt Angle theme.
Yeah. Have everybody chanting "You suck" at you as you walk up with the plate.
I quite like that. Yeah, and they'd be well in the right as well, I would say.
So, a lot of people don't know this about me, but I was a professional wrestler for a long time.
Oh, wow.
And my entrance music was very aggressive. So I played a bad guy, and I was a very aggressive.
I can see it. I can see it.
The best thing about being a professional wrestler and being a heel in that situation is you just get to kick somebody's butt for 10 minutes, and then you have to take one spot where they get this comeback. And some lovely contact there, right to the outfield. Back.
That's gone.
That is a home run, a 2-run homer for Edinburgh.
And we said the wind did play a part. I think it did a little bit there, to be honest. But
the wind definitely carried that one.
Home run is a home run. And his teammates up at the plate waiting for him, and rightly so.
Absolutely.
This guy got frustrated in his first at bat.
Certainly did. First one on the 2025 season.
It's the first one we've seen at Staindrop Academy. Will score 2.
2, I believe.
So
There was a runner at third.
there was a runner at third, so we've got the Rays
Up by 1.
up by 1 now. 4-3.
4-3, I believe, yeah.
And then you were saying there about the wrestling as we were rudely interrupted
were by
by
a
someone
home
hitting
run,
a home run in
Yes,
baseball.
absolutely.
How dare they? You know, how dare you?
And umpire Mike has handed the home run ball to the player that hit.
Yeah, right, so I brought the Harry balls out as well, Carl.
Celebratory Harry Boss for.
Well, I'm not celebrating. I don't know about you. It's always nice to see one, I suppose, regardless of who.
Absolutely. Especially at this level of baseball.
Yeah. You don't often see many whenever spoiled with home runs, so when that happens, it's nice to see.
Go on, take a couple. Bang a couple in, get the sugars in.
Lovely ball to hit.
Play to short,
And he's gone.
and he is out at first, and that will retire the side.
Great play by TBJ. Rays have the lead by 1 thanks to the home run from, I'm not sure,
From one of their players,
one of their players, yeah.
who was taking a celebratory trip to the fence. See the sheep?
He is.
Luckily, we only have the one camera. I points to the field.
Yeah, that'd be a shame because some of the things those sheep have had to see, it's just not right,
Absolutely.
and they're being subjected to it, and they don't have a say in the matter, Carl.
No, they don't. Well, they're in a different field. It's not my fault if they're looking.
Yeah.
Like, you know. The facilities are not close at Staindrop Academy,
No, we're not.
unfortunately. It is advised to have a light breakfast before you come here.
It is, you know. You sometimes like to take a camel here to get to the top right hand corner of the field where we play.
Yep.
Sometimes take an Uber.
Yep, absolutely. That's why I volunteered to bring all the gazebos and everything, so I get to drive up. Don't have to walk. I'm allowed to park my car up here because I bring so much gear. And we move on to the bottom of the second inning. Rays up by 1. That sun's starting to make a little bit of an appearance. The wind has died down a little bit. I don't want to jinx it too much.
I hope the sun keeps away from when we're playing a game too, because like I say, a game without sunglasses is the best type of game.
Yes, I agree. It's better. I don't find it so harsh in the outfield, but in the infield, sorry. But batting with sunglasses on, it's horrible.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I feel like the Spartans committee should divert some funds into a dome, maybe.
Oh, we're thinking like
construct a.
we're thinking like Rogers Centre type vibes. Yeah.
Something with a roof, retractable, ideally, you know.
Ours would probably be a lesser version of Tropicana, the Tampa Bay Rays stadium, and we all know how that turned out.
Yeah, this is true.
It was without a roof.
Yeah.
I'm sure we could build some sort of paper mache dome.
Yeah. We should keep the roof off.
Here we go then. Cammy Martin, left-hander, manager.
Yep.
Coach.
Scotsman,
yeah, against his native.
Yeah. Against his
team from his
countryman,
native land, yeah.
With Edinburgh being a university town, I don't know how many people on the Edinburgh Rays are actually from Edinburgh.
That is a very good point.
It's the same when we play against Durham Wolves, with it being and actually the newcomer. There's some good
from
contact.
Cammy,
Up
and
to Andy is caught out by the third baseman.
Easy read there for the third baseman.
It didn't get quite so much as height on it for a pop-up as I think he would have liked. The wind didn't play too much of a factor in that one.
An easy read like Mr. Men Books or Flat Stanley. Do you remember that one?
I don't remember Flat Stanley.
Flat Stanley.
I do remember the Mr. Man. I used to like the Mr. Man book when I was a kid. Mr. People now, of course. No.
Young Tommy Worrell up now.
Yeah,
He had a good season last year.
he certainly
Couple of
did.
leaps and bounds.
This young lad for 15 has an
Oh, aye.
absolute cannon for a right arm.
Yeah, he's got a cannon, and he can swing a bat as well.
Absolutely. Quick early count, 1-1. And that'll be the 2-1. Inside for a ball.
Pitch is looking comfortable.
Inside, ball 3.
Tommy's got good play discipline
He
again
does.
for a young man. He does. You'd think, you know, with him being a young fellow, he might be inclined to swing at everything, but he's got good discipline.
And that is ball 4.
He's about a season away from being a veteran at
He certainly
16 year old,
at
isn't
16,
he?
yeah. So that is going to bring back TBJ, the
Top
lead-off
of the
man,
order.
back to the top of the order for the Spartans. TBJ with some wonderful contact in his first at bat.
He did. He certainly got the ball rolling, didn't he? We've got a rogue Spartan in the outfield there. I don't know if you can see him on camera.
No, I don't think so. He's far enough away. He's on the other side of the fence.
Yeah.
Luckily, he's not just randomly decided to
Yeah.
field for the for the
Yeah,
opposition.
that'd be a problem. Oh, nice contact through the middle.
Oh, and it's off the glove of the second baseman.
Nice contact off the end of the bat there.
Absolutely.
From TBJ. At a reach over to Garrett. Was it the second? It was the shortstop who couldn't make the play. The Rays player coach. And if that had been any other member of his team, he'd have given them it right rolligan. But I guess because he made that mistake, Carl, it's all right.
Oh, right, okay. These things happen. These things
They do
happen.
know mistakes happen.
I don't know whether
failure, as they say, it's a game of failure.
I'm not sure whether he'll be charged with an error or whether it'll go down as a single for TBJ.
I don't think that's an error. I think he's moved towards the ball and
Oh.
played. And he's on there. Tommy there, stealing a base. And we've got bases. No, we haven't got the bases loaded.
Not yet.
My bad.
Not
We've
yet. We've got
TBJ
both
on
runners in
second.
scoring position though.
Yeah, we've got Tommy on third, TBJ on second.
They will be
and
away on contact, I believe.
Ricky Scott at the plate again. We said he had a good season last year. Mr.
Call.
Social Media
Absolutely.
himself.
The call went in the Rays' favour there. It looked to be an inside ball. That one definitely was an inside ball. Open away.
He's losing his control on the mound a bit, the pitcher. Looking down at his glove. Yeah, that was
Strike
a nice,
two.
That was nice. He got his mojo
Looked
back
like a
there.
breaking ball, that one. It was a very late break. Kind of took that little dip. We were discussing this earlier on, the breaking balls from the Edinburgh. Look, because they throw, and he's a strike 3 to retire Ricky Scott. That'll bring Kishi to the plate. Yeah, so the Edinburgh don't throw from a mound. They don't have a mound at their ground. So the adjustment to throwing from a mound lends itself to an unnatural breaking ball,
Yeah.
not an intentional breaking
Yeah,
ball.
you're
It
right
kind of.
there. And playing up there, I don't mind batting from a pitcher who's pitching off flat serves. I know other people can't stand
Oh, wonderful contact from Kishi,
Contact.
right to the centre field, and he's lost it, and it has gone over the fence. That will be a double.
it. Yeah, double there from the new man. Excellent contact.
And that is 2 runs in.
Sent 2 home. And we are now
I believe the Spartans have taken the lead again by 1 run.
back and forth we go. Back and forth we go.
If we
It's
can
a
have
real-
this sort of grind out season, then it's going to be a good one to
tell you
play.
what, great for the neutral, great for that fan who's watching.
Yes, absolutely.
Who's joined us here.
Yes, absolutely. there's 2 people watching.
Well,
So thank you for being with us. Whether you're Nick's going to pop one up high, and that's going to go out of play, foul ball, and he is going to send Kishi back to second base. The steal was on. Nick knew he'd pop that one up as soon as he made contact. Yeah, there was a slight groan from him as he made contact. Inside.
Side there. Nick ain't going to swing at that one.
Very disciplined at the plate, is Nick. Nick's a veteran
good.
player. He knows what he's doing with baseball. He's very disciplined at the plate. And it's time to plug in the locks up.
I'm not sure what the count is at the minute. One ball and 2 strikes, I believe. It's popped up. And the catcher won't be able to get that. Still, and I'll say it again, Carl, staying alive. I won't say John Travolta again, although I just did.
You did indeed.
It's popped up and the catcher's tripped over and he wouldn't have got there anyway. He wouldn't have got there anyway. He's again staying alive. Saturday Night Fever. Every time he fouls one off, we will see it. Oh, and there we go, struck out.
And that will retire the side.
We are at the end of the second.
Yep.
And the score is
6-5 or 5-4, one of the 2.
Yeah, I think it's Spartans by a run. I'm trying to look at the scoreboard over there. It's reading 4-3, but I don't think that's been updated for a while. 5-4. 5-4 Spartans, top of the third.
Fighting to get this battery to charge. We had this issue before where it just took a little while to warm up. We don't need tech issues live, so you can just keep them continuous.
Yeah.
I think we've got it.
There we go.
Nope, we did have it.
Do apologise if we We're good. I was just saying when they turned up, it looks like they've got new uniforms this season.
Yeah, they've gone very Padres.
They've gone very Padres indeed.
The brown and yellow.
Brown and yellow with a little Scottish flag there, the saltire on the back of the jersey. Yeah, I think last season they had.
They were blue, right?
They were like blue or purple. A bit like an old school Tampa Bay Devil Rays jersey, and they've went full like you said, they've gone full Padres here.
We never change our uniform. We do need an away jersey.
Yeah.
And the red on black will be the ideal candidate for that, I reckon.
I think an all black jersey. I do like white stuff. I do like having a white uniform, but it'd be a nightmare to clean. You don't see many teams in this league with with the white jersey, to be honest.
No.
I think
Newcastle do have
may
one.
have got a black one and a white one, as you'd expect from Newcastle.
Absolutely.
Newcastle team.
Wind picked up a little bit again.
Look forward to seeing the Spartans play some new teams this year.
Yeah,
as well.
absolutely. We'll be seeing the New York Nationals at some point in this season, who very recently formed towards the end of last year.
Yeah.
We did play a friendly outside of the season with them, but we also will be seeing Leeds Locos.
Leeds Locos development team, yeah. And Manchester Seas, I believe they're called.
Yes.
Manchester Seas.
Yes.
There is a developmental games.
We play our first away game of the season in Manchester this year. 5 weeks time.
Yeah, and the way those work is you get three teams at one venue in the day. So instead of doing your double header against the same team as like we're going to see here, Spartans will play Rays twice. Development games, you'll have 2 games, but you'll play the 2 other teams.
Yeah.
Every team will play the other team. And I believe you've got to change pitches after every inning.
Right. Okay. That makes sense.
And some of the rules are slightly different. I don't know the full ins and outs of it, but
Ball inside. I'm gonna have a rough day that day when we play our first away game. My missus is coming with us, fully packed, because we fly from Heathrow 6 a.m. on Monday morning. So the Sunday we're driving to Manchester. I'll play the baseball game, and
that's commitment right there.
then I'll drive to Heathrow and fly to Toronto for the Axe Throwing World Championships.
That'll be good.
Oh, you're right, it will. So a hit by pitch sends the batter to the first base.
And we've got Roger up here.
And Roger will take to the plate.
And I believe it wasn't. I believe he got he got a single. I think he drove a couple in last time.
Yes.
This guy. He certainly made some nice
solid contact. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. The pitcher, of course.
Yes.
Number 05. Wonder why he has the 0 in
The
front of his
0.
5 there.
Yeah, some people do. The runner's going to go at second base. The throw down is late. Is he going to take? No, he's not.
He might. I think he fancied going third there, but see the Edinburgh coach running past us there. All right,
It's all good. It's all good.
Good to see you.
Good to see you there, Tom. Oh, that's perfect.
We're joined by the Edinburgh Rays manager here in the box.
Yes,
Carl.
yes. Oh, yeah, I didn't know that was
Welcome to the
happening.
live stream.
Yeah, we've never commentated on it before.
Brilliant
We thought,
game, I
since
love
we're
it.
not playing till the second game, we'll give it a go. So
And the runner will steal third.
it's a nice home run from
Yeah, that was a
from
punch.
one of your boys
That was a
there.
punch. Pretty good day for it as well.
Yeah.
Lovely.
The wind's carrying the perfect direction. For
Yes.
us.
Nice.
It is.
So
It really
you guys
is.
like coming to Staindrop and playing on this?
Yeah, you're getting some punches as well,
yeah.
especially in that gap over there.
Yeah.
So you know, it's a
Yeah,
good
it was
batting competition right
You know,
there.
It's been
Right
a
there.
nice
That's
nice start of the game, hasn't it? The back and
Absolutely.
forth. The
Absolutely.
two fans are absolutely loving it.
Hang on, I'll communicate with family.
Yeah, get them on.
I kind of didn't know, but yeah, you do that. And nice acquiring with the
Kishi.
Kishi.
Yeah.
This is quite consistent work on the mound.
Yeah.
There you go. Look at that.
Yeah.
You seen that?
Yeah.
That was brilliant.
Yeah.
That was brilliantly executed. A bit up, and that's a perfect. Was it a slider?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
a bit of
It looked like a slider to me.
Yeah, he's certainly been impressive so far, and I don't know where the Spartans managed to get him from, but thank God they did.
Good deal. How much did you pay him?
I don't know. I don't get to find out those kind
That's
of
a
things.
London
yeah.
Mets. That's a London Mets.
Yeah, I think there was brown envelopes handed around somewhere. We have to ask our treasurer about that one.
Let's be honest. He moved to the area. We happen to be the closest
Yes.
team. We just got lucky.
What a lovely setting to be part of.
Oh, absolutely.
It sounds like you want to move down here as well.
For your offers. No, we're great. Anyway, I'll leave you to it.
Yeah,
Okay?
absolutely.
Have fun.
Nice.
Good eye, Sam. Good eye, Sam.
Oh, well.
Little guest appearance, yep. Now that the wind's died down a little bit, we'll probably just leave that there and it'll just pick us up. Do you know what, it's a beautiful day with a cloud cover when it's not windy.
Yeah, it is.
It's the wind that's the problem. The runner goes. Foul ball. He'll come straight back.
Bit early, he says. He says better than being late. But what about the saying better late than never? That kind of contradicts that. I know.
It does.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that applies in baseball.
No. Yeah, that's more of a generic saying. But
that was a beautiful breaking ball from Kishi. Beautiful breaking ball. I'd say his velocity's fairly. He's one of the higher velocity throwers in the league.
Yeah, he's
inside.
They're having problems with him. They definitely respect him.
Absolutely.
You can see from what the coaches said was there. What an acquisition, he said.
Absolutely. We got runners on second and third, both in scoring position. The count is 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Is that 5-5 or is that the wind blew the scoreboard?
I don't know if they've scored a run.
I don't think they have.
This inning. Two outs. And strike one. Home plate umpire will call time.
I must say that is one thing that, as much as I love playing at Staindrop Academy, one thing that does annoy me a little bit is the batter's box.
The batter's box.
I feel like
it disappears very quickly.
It does, and the surface is so soft. You know, you can find yourself
in a hole.
Yeah, in a hole quickly.
Yeah.
Where you can see the umpire sorting it out.
Getting his little happy feet dance on.
Yeah.
And the 0-1 pitch. Inside. 1-1. As that wind's picked back up a little bit. It's chilly. It really is chilly, that wind. We're not doing bad for foul ball.
Nearly fair, I thought there, but
just the wrong side of the line.
When you say that wind picked up,
yep,
might have been a different story.
Yeah, well, this is true. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Chance of you can do it from Edinburgh is
absolutely. That is called strike 3 to retire the side, and they will advance no more.
And I believe it's still 5-4.
I also believe it's still 5-4.
Even though I'm looking at the scoreboard, it's saying 5-5, but sometimes that scoreboard is wind assisted.
It is. It is. The official score will be kept.
Yeah, I'll go and find that out now.
Absolutely.
I won't walk in front of the camera.
You can't be seen anyway, I don't think. I don't know. Stand in front of it. See if you can be seen or not. No, not at all. and the official score has been rectified as 5-4 Spartans. Be nice if we had an advert that we could run to while
It would,
in
yeah.
between innings.
So it doesn't pick up the sound of us eating Haribos.
Yeah.
Although, you know, if you've tuned in, that's what you're listening to right
Welcome to County Durham Spartans ASMR.
now. Yeah, and to be honest, and if Haribo do want to sponsor us, reach out.
Yep. Specifically Gold Bears, please.
Yeah, specifically Gold Bears. They're the favourite ones of the commentary team here at Stay and Drop Academy. It was nice to get a little guest in the booth, Carl, wasn't it? In that
was
last inning?
absolutely. The manager for Edinburgh gave us his thoughts on Keishy.
I think he's a bit gutted he missed out on him, to be honest.
Oh, I think the Spartans have got a substitution going on at the minute.
Are we going to see a debutant?
I don't know.
One of the new
There will
players?
be a lot of debuts in game 2, by the looks of things. We'll have at least Lee, Mark, Jess.
Well, I see Stephen
Wow.
Stephen Holt with a bat in his hand here.
Yeah.
I know he wasn't penciled
And the
in
helmet on.
for the
I wonder who's coming off.
for the first game.
Cammy was playing centre field.
Maybe
so
that's the change. Maybe
could be Cammy and
Stephen
Stephen.
Holt to go into centre field and Cammy's coming out, perhaps.
I'll go and find out. So the
Got a change, Carl.
yes, we
yeah?
have at right field. Scott's going to come out of the
Scott
game,
Hughes out the game.
and Jess is going to make her debut
Yes,
at right field.
yeah. A new, I believe, a debut, not only a Spartans debut, but a baseball
debut, yeah.
Good luck to her. She's been turning up for training since the back end of last season, I believe.
Absolutely, yeah.
So
Just towards the back end, yeah.
She's got a full spring training under her belt, so she's ready to go.
We're expecting big things then.
Yeah, she can throw a ball
She
as
can
well.
throw a ball, yeah.
And you've got Nate Coatsworth, Spartans MVP in the
Nate
bat as
at
well.
the plate.
Coatsy, as he likes to put on his jersey.
Home plate Nate.
Got round. Last time got himself a nice hit. I know he was mentioning about it. He liked to bat without gloves, Carl. But
Yes,
I see he's got gloves on today, which is I'm
He does,
surprised.
something
but
to do with ball field, with bat field.
He does. He did like the bare hand on the wood,
I
and
think-
when that's take from that what you will.
Absolutely. I've known Nate a long time. He does grip. He has a strong grip on him. And that one's going to be sent back to see the sheep.
Again, we hope them sheep are all right.
We'll be joined by Spartans team manager.
Here we go, Mr.
Cammy Martin.
Mr. Cammy Martin on the in the box.
How are you doing, gents?
Great. We
And
just
that one's sent straight at the pitcher, who will send it to first base for the out.
we've just been saying what a treat for these fans tuning in here.
Guest commentary.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you know, hits.
Unlucky
We've had a
Nate.
great
You
game
can go
back
in front.
and
You can
forth.
go in front. It's too high.
I had a lethal kill.
Yeah?
We've seen
good
good
contact,
baseball from the Spartans.
Yep, tight game.
That's what I say. We'd like to see if we can grind out a few of these back and forths the whole season. It'll be an entertaining season for us. Obviously, we'd like to run away with a few of them, but
Got a ball.
we'll take a grind out. Ray's still absolutely abusing their gear.
Yeah,
on
they are.
the,
They definitely need
sideline.
to get on Amazon again tomorrow.
Oh, God. Line to straight to the third baseman for the second out. And here is Jess Tay Fitz
Tay Fitz.
making her Spartans and baseball debut.
Yeah. First time in the batting box. You remember your first time in the batting box,
I do.
Tommy? Carl?
I do, Cammy?
I do, yeah.
It is a bit nerve-wracking, isn't it?
It is
the first time
terrifying.
you get in there.
Hit by pitch straight away, right in the rib cage.
Oh, really?
Oh, yep.
Inaugurated straight
The
away.
joys of being a lefty. Do you remember yours, Liam?
Yeah, I do. It was here.
Good take
And,
by Jess. 1-1.
I believe it was. I got a hit through the gap between first and second.
She's instinctively
Which
choked
give-
up on that bat a little bit, which is good to see. There it is. Fouled off to stay alive.
Brand new Di Marini, the goods.
Yeah.
We won't do another Saturday Night Fever John Travolta reference, but we've done one anyway. Probably if we can have
Every
a
single time.
if we can get a counter on that for a graphic.
I certainly can. I certainly can get you a John Travolta staying alive
I
count
think
there. And another cut. It's popped up. It's popped up. It's going to get caught by the pitcher for the third out. That will
Encouraging,
retire the side.
encouraging to see not being
Not
being
being
brave in
timid,
there.
yeah.
Being
Not,
brave
not,
in there. You like
not
to
being
see
afraid
that.
to swing.
Yeah.
Good hack at those balls.
There's nothing worse than when you come out of
Nice
that
work,
batter's box
Jess.
and you feel like there's one of those balls where you could have made contact and
Yeah.
you don't. That's the worst feeling in baseball for me.
Yeah, you got to swing like you mean it.
Yeah.
Alright, keep up the good work, gents. We're going to have a word with the troops.
Thanks, Gabby.
And the hustle from the Spartans back out onto the field. Stephen's running at least.
So we have got another change.
We have, yeah.
So we've got two changes, and that's
Cammy and Stephen.
Cammy is out the game. and
Cammy's
we've got
coming out of centre field, which is Stephen Holt into second. Into centre.
Stephen Holt into centre. So we've got 2/3 of a new outfield here then, Carl.
Absolutely. Jess, I don't know if Jess has realised she needs to be back out on the.
Well, we'd hope so. Otherwise, Stephen's got some. He's got a lot of ground to cover if she doesn't come out.
Absolutely. No, she's grabbed the bit. She's grabbed the bat. Yeah. I think she was just taking her time to absorb that first at bat.
Yeah, it's certainly an experience.
No, you can go. You go. The camera's way high anyway.
So Spartans failing to score a run there.
Yeah.
In the
Retired in order. 1, 2, 3 in.
still 5-4 bottom of the third.
I believe so. Yes.
And I think we'll see a lot of these type of changes this season mid-game,
Yeah,
Carl. The roster is big,
It is.
to say the least.
We're borderline 2 teams
Yeah.
full at the minute, which would be a nice place. It's a nice place to be in. It'll be nice to see us get 2 teams up and running.
It'd be great if we could we get this.
What would you call the second team? That's a question
I
for you.
think I think if you're keeping it on the same kind of theme and branding, maybe the Trojans
Oh, yeah,
would
I
be
like that.
would
Yeah,
be a
I like that. Yeah.
would be a shout. We can have a fan vote for the 3 people watching.
Yep, absolutely.
If you've got any.
Oh,
there we go.
swings at the first pitch,
Oh, that's
past the
one.
shortstop, into the outfield,
It's a base
and
hit
that is
there.
a base hit
TVJ.
for Edinburgh.
He'll be disappointed with that one. It was hit with some speed there, and it took a bit of an awkward bounce for him.
Absolutely.
That'll give the Rays some confidence there.
Absolutely. Trailing by 1 going into the bottom of the third. And that one's going to get past the catcher, and runner will advance to second.
They've got the confidence of the Rays. I don't know if you can hear that from to our right. You've got the bench there. They'll certainly gained a lot of confidence from that hit and a stolen base.
absolutely.
And they'll be fancying themselves here, Carl, to get back into this now.
They're a very vocal group anyway.
They are.
The Rays.
Famous for that. And that is
That's
great
lovely contact.
contact.
And it is bobbled by Jess in outfield.
Runner will advance to third.
Runner will advance.
It's a good base hit. Nice contact there.
And we got runners on the corners. The go-ahead run is on base. I was unlucky that I think that was going to go down to an unbroken in glove.
Yeah, you could.
It's a brand new glove.
Oh.
She's had a custom glove made, and she I don't believe she didn't use the break-in service.
Oh.
Breaking in a new glove is the hardest thing in the world. I'm a year into mine now, and it's still not.
Yeah.
It's still not great.
I bought mine second hand, and there's barely any leather left on it.
Right.
But yeah.
Just outside. Lovely little.
So I didn't have to. I've never had to deal with that problem yet, but there will be a time that comes where I do. We've got a lefty up here, the guy who hit the home run last time.
Inside, the runners will advance. That's out of play.
And base is
So
loaded.
that's one base, and that is bases loaded. That was a hit by pitch, I believe.
Yeah,
Off the
you
foot.
could tell the Rivers there. He'd had a home run at his last at bat. He was disappointed. He wanted to get contact again there,
Absolutely, yeah.
didn't he? No one likes being short-changed in the batter's box.
No, but
take
on
it,
base is on base, and that's going to bring Edinburgh's manager up to the plate.
On base percentage, yeah, we just spoke to him in the last inning. He knows.
High and inside.
He knows what to expect. He's watched Kishy very closely.
Another one past the catcher.
That's going to score a run.
That's going to score one run. That's going to tie the game. That'll be 5-5.
No outs. Runner at second and third. And Ricochi's called time there. Just taking a minute.
A little bit of chatter going on from the Edinburgh bench there. If somebody's going to stand in my way, I'm going to plough them down, is what I heard. Kishi was nowhere near home plate on that
Yeah.
on that pitch. But it's good to know where we stand.
It is good
for
to
game
know.
2.
It's always good to know where you stand.
Absolutely.
And I think we feel the same way, wouldn't we?
It's not the way the Spartans play baseball. We're not an aggressive team.
No.
And
There's a walk.
that is a walk to load the bases again.
Still no outs. Base is loaded.
Infield should be coming in a little bit here.
Yeah.
Hammond was not a power hitter in his last at bat, so
He wasn't. Nice.
striking
Yeah.
the bottom of the zone there.
Not the most aggressive guy in the box on today's showing. I can't speak for him in general, but
No. Inside, 1-1. Outside, 2-1.
he'll be happy for the to not swing. I think Hammond.
Absolutely. Let's hit the walk one in. And very nearly hit by pitch.
I thought he was.
Inside.
I thought he was there, but no.
Reactions of a cat.
The catcher for Edinburgh, I believe. A little bit of talk going on there from the ump.
Just asking the Edinburgh player to stay in foul territory. Outside, and that is ball 4. That is going to walk one in.
Walks. This was a Spartans problem last year.
It was.
Just taking a little bit of time here. Nick's went up to the mound.
actual accident happened there. I believe the Edinburgh players got confused between two of their own players.
Still getting used to these new jerseys, I think.
Absolutely, yeah. It's the thing with the jerseys on they all look the same. So. Another ball. That's 2 balls. Kishi has 2 balls.
Some hacking
Beating
going.
the shit out of that equipment.
Definitely
They really are.
they're gonna need a new tee.
That was the post on the net that he hit.
Oh.
The last crack was the beating the crap out of that equipment.
Let's hope they don't beat it.
No more time called.
A lot of talking. Nice. That's a strike there.
Strike from Kishi. That's it, Kishi!
Picture on picture.
One wide.
Still no outs.
3-1. Nobody out.
This is
Now
one.
we are capped at 7 runs in a game.
Yes, 7 and an inning, yeah.
No, sorry.
Yes. And he'll walk.
And then walk another one in.
Another one in, and that is 7-5
7-5, yep.
to Edinburgh Rays.
Chills creeping back again. It is cold when the sun's not here.
It is.
We were promised 19 degrees today.
Might have to do a one sort, play with a hoodie underneath the jersey,
Absolutely.
perhaps.
It is 20 past 2. It is. It should be. That's swing and a miss on that one. It should be. It's height of the afternoon. We should be warm by now.
Yeah, we should be. And while we're on that subject, pet peeve when I'm watching Major League Baseball: players with hoodies under the jerseys just doesn't look. It's just not a good look.
It's not. I understand it when you're playing somewhere like Boston and it's like freezing.
Yeah.
I understand it, but
yeah. I've seen a game. I think it was last week, and it was Mets Twins. It was in Minnesota, and the sun was out.
yeah.
You know, people were in short sleeves, apart from Soto, who had his hoodie on.
Right.
And I don't know if that was a superstitious thing, if he was on a bit of a hit
Possibly, yeah.
streak, but
Yeah,
for the most
possibly.
expensive player in baseball,
Absolutely.
he looked like a slob. Carl.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's good contact. That's popped up.
And it's going to find the gap. Oh, just misses another one. That's going to bring it in.
Oh, could have maybe scored again there. I mean,
Well, the third base coach did throw up the stop signal. I think that there was a play for home there.
there was. I think I'd have went for it if it was me.
Showing the third base
Yeah.
coach the finger on your way past.
Yeah, the flip well. You'd have flipped the birds and ran past.
Absolutely. Oh, hit by pitch off the top of the helmet.
And this game is threatening to get away from the Spartans here, Carl.
It certainly is. We're 3 runs away from to retiring the side.
You know, after a solid,
It was a really good start.
solid 2 innings, and
Look, this is Spartans baseball. We grind it out.
it is.
And we grind it out.
is.
We will make a comeback.
Certainly, there was a lot of comebacks last season. But there was a lot of games last season where we didn't start as strong as we have here. So
No, this is true.
there'd be
This is
a bigger hole. There'd be a bigger hole to get out of.
Yep,
Whereas
absolutely. This is a strong start. Absolutely.
the game's still within reach. And that.
I saw scores of 19-1
Oh yeah.
last season.
I
so
believe there was a game, and you have to forgive me because I can't remember who it was against. It might have been one of the university teams where we were down by, I think it was 14-2, and it come back to 14-12.
Yeah.
And that home plate's been cleaned more times than at an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Absolutely. frustrated on the mound.
He does a bit.
Seems like he's lost control of his pitch, and it's getting to him. There it is, though. That is beautiful.
That.
And it's got past the shortstop again.
Bobble in there. And that ground in front of TBJ at shortstop has been a little bit of a problem. The ground's so hard there.
And it's also been absolutely plagued by rabbits and moles.
Yeah.
There are dips and holes and mounds and all kinds of stuff all over the place.
Dips, your holes, your moles, and when I turned up this morning, I'd walked past second base and there was rabbit shit everywhere.
Yeah, we have a vermin problem. I believe that is 5 runs.
Well, the Oakland A's also had a vermin problem. They had possums living in the stadium. So if it's good enough for Major League, it's good enough for us.
Absolutely, it is. Flies around today, everywhere. This is baseball in the countryside, though.
It is. We're certainly at one with nature.
So that is 6 runs for this inning.
I believe that's 10. Is that 10-5? I'm trying to see the scoreboard.
It'll be roughly around there somewhere. Yeah. I believe we were leading by 1 run going into this inning, so it should be. So the inning can only get to 6-5. To 11-5, sorry.
5, yeah.
6 ahead.
And then we will have the bottom of the Spartans order, I believe.
Yep.
I think Stephen Holt might be up next. A guy who can certainly make some nice contact, so hopefully he can get started with a good lead-off hit.
Max, Spartans player, doing some push-ups on the sideline.
You don't often see that for a warm-up, but
again another new acquisition this year,
I believe,
and that is a foul ball.
I believe he has played before.
He has played baseball before, yes.
I think was he
also
Durham Uni?
Also American. Yes, he's a professor at Durham Uni.
Oh. The professor of press-ups,
absolutely.
Perhaps.
Certainly more press-ups just done there than I've done in the last 2 years. More
nice
contact.
And Tommy might have
another one just past the shortstop. TBJ's going to be frustrated with himself today. And that is going to retire the side. That is 7 runs for the inning.
Top of the 4th covered up next.
Absolutely. Bit of technical little wonder over there. I'll be back in a sec. Costa's finest egg sandwich.
Need some of that fueling for. I don't believe we'll have any commentators for game 2.
Not unless somebody's willing to step up.
No.
to see a comeback from the Spartans. Predicted. Stephen Holt up to the plate.
So it's the bottom of the fourth.
Bottom of the fourth.
Bottom of the fourth.
One more in to go.
We've got Stephen Holt up, followed by Tommy Warrilow, and then I think TBJ back to the top of the order.
Starting to look like that way.
Like we said, Carl, we know that lad can hit.
He certainly can.
You either ping off his metal bat, hopefully, and we see that ball go out into the distance.
Outside ball one. Miss. A little bit behind that one. I think it came in a little bit faster than he was expecting to. That first pitch was quite a slow pitch. And then
certainly mixing up his
second pitch seemed to be a fastball. 1-on-1 count.
Mixing up his repertoire here, the pitcher. And he's got
that's strike two. How's it going?
Alright,
yeah,
we are live. Welcome into the commentary booth.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
The 2-1 pitch. Swing, that's going to strike him out. Top of the order strike, due up after Tommy Warrilow. How's the game going for you guys?
Good.
Enjoying it?
Loving it. My first proper game with the team. So
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Nice.
Did you
a couple of practice games.
Did you play there? Have you played anywhere before
No.
Edinburgh? So it's your first game of
My MP
baseball?
got me into it, yeah.
Oh, good.
And now I love it.
Yeah.
You guys have got some good batters as well.
Tommy's one of them.
Yeah.
15. He's got such good discipline in the box for 15.
Good eye.
So it is 11-5, isn't it?
It certainly is 11-5. It's still catchable in the sin if we have a good one.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Let's go, baby.
Absolutely.
Cheers,
It's
boys.
a nice tight game.
Joined boosted there by
Number 99.
new signing for the Edinburgh Rays, number 99. Didn't catch his name, but he seemed like a good
I
guy.
believe that is his name. His first name's number. Last name 99.
99, baby. All the time, baby.
Maybe.
Think that's what it says on the team sheet.
No idea what the count is. Tommy looks primed, ready.
He does.
That's high.
He's got good discipline. I think it's definitely more balls than I don't think he's had a strike. I think it might be
So if we
3-0.
get Tommy on base, another one high. That's ball 4.
Yeah, and I think that's
Tommy
4
will
straight balls. And
Take a
back-
walk,
back
which
to-
will bring TBJ to the plate.
back at the top of the order with the
Rick-
shortstop.
Ricky Scott up on deck.
And maybe we should start having some walk-up batters music,
I
Carl,
think we should
to get
absolutely.
strike
Strike fear into the heart of your
Yeah.
enemy, you know.
Get the players. It's going to be a stolen base. Get the players into the groove. You know, you hear your own music.
Absolutely.
It's a
I'll
nice
get you a
thing.
blast of what I used to use as entrance music when I was a pressure wrestler. Jessica says, hi, what's the score? The score is currently 11-5 Edinburgh. We are in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Yeah.
Ball inside.
And Tommy's going to steal.
Tommy's going to steal home. Got to get that hustle from the players, you know.
Yeah.
Tommy will take his second steal.
Yeah,
Just take it straight
it was nice that there, Carl. You know, the catcher was near us, and nice bit of.
You got to play these things tactically.
Yeah,
you see,
of
you
course.
win up here first, Liam. You win up here
you
first.
do. See if he can bring him home, and that's a ball,
That'll be 3 straight balls to TBJ.
and that's again, the pitcher's just struggling to find his range a bit. That's low, and that's another walk.
That was called a strike.
Ooh,
TBJ
whoa.
did not like the call on that one.
I didn't expect that.
It looked low and away.
Yeah, thank you for being an umpire, though.
Absolutely not. No, it's a good job. It's a paid position.
Difficult.
It is a horrible job. Ball high.
There we
That is
go,
ball
there.
4.
There's the
TBJ
walk.
will take his base.
That's 8 balls to 1 strike with the first 2 batters from the pitcher, who seems to be flagging a little bit. maybe.
Possibly not a deep pitcher.
Mm.
We will get a fresh pitcher for game 2 by the
We
looks
will.
of things.
We will. We don't know who that's going to be. He's Ricky.
TBJ is already away.
He's stealing.
As soon as that pitcher went set,
Yeah.
TBJ was halfway to
That's
second.
it. I like the aggression.
Absolutely. We got 2 runners in scoring position with Ricky at the plate.
And after,
Swing and miss.
after Ricky, we've got Kishi and Nick. Ricky's just a little bit frustrated with himself there. You know, he struck out twice. You know, you need to have a short memory in this game, as you know,
absolutely.
Carl.
Accept it and move on. And Ricky's going to strike out again.
Yeah, he's not happy.
He is not happy. That is 2 down for the Spartans.
Visibly pissed.
Visibly annoyed is Ricky. Yeah. Well, now might be a good time for an interview. Or shall I?
Oh, well, I don't know. No, unless you value your equipment, Carl. You know, you can see
His
the way-
equipment is fine.
Well.
Smash his own
See
laptop
the way he was throwing that bat around. I don't think anything's safe.
Yeah.
And there's a hammer here as well. I don't think we should invite him
No,
over.
it's not a hammer, it is a counterweight.
No. You could have fooled me.
They just make them look like hammers nowadays, that's all. That looked like a ball inside. It's 2-0. 3-0.
He's definitely losing his range a bit. The
If-
pitch,
Do you know what, this is a dangerous position for the race to be in. If he walks Kishi, which will bring Nick to the plate, Nick is a dangerous hitter. And that is ball 4. Well, ball 3.
I'm just
One of
gonna-
those must have been called a strike.
I'm just going to put it out there. If
Come on, Money,
Kishi gets walked and he gets on base here, I think it could be a Nick Hunt Grand Salami, couldn't it?
That could be. Be nice, wouldn't it? And that is ball 4. That is going to bring one of the Spartans' power hitters to the plate with them loaded.
Speak it into existence.
Absolutely.
We've seen him hit home runs before.
In this very ground.
Yeah.
Nick must be feeling the pressure here with the bases loaded. He swings at the first pitch, foul tipped into the catcher's mitt.
It was definitely the one that you would swing out all day.
Oh, absolutely. Just at the bottom of the zone. I think he was just ahead of it. It just looked like a slightly slower pitch than he was expecting.
The pitcher knows what he's dealing with this guy at the plate.
And that is 2 strikes.
We've already got 1 out. We've got the bases loaded.
2 outs.
Oh, was it 2 outs?
2 outs, yeah.
My apologies.
2 out grand slam. Come on.
Nice.
That'll do. It's contact. It's contact and it's through. It's
and
bobbled.
We're going to get 1 home.
One
now.
home.
Spartans will score. RBI from Nick Home.
Oh, and
there's
another one will
2.
score.
TBJ
And the runners
is
will
in.
advance.
And we've got some action here. And that's just what the doctor ordered there, Carl.
Just what the doctor ordered. Absolutely. TBJ, steal extraordinaire. TBJ's favourite thing in the world, he was telling me, was is stealing home plate.
Well, there you go. not, because who's gonna
I
tell
guarantee
us
none of them watch it back. So
No, yeah, this is it.
tell you what, any Spartans player out there that watches this back and can come to me next time we're either at training or at the game, and you say to me, why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9, right? I will give you £5.
There you go.
You're not included in this.
And there's
Another
a
good
contact from Nate,
and it's going to get
that's
down
dropped
and,
in front of
and
centre
bobbled
fielder.
as well. The ball is coming in. Nick is going to score. Kishi's going to score.
And it's game on. We said this.
What did we say to you, ma'am? I want me comeback.
That's it.
This is how we do.
And
We grind
might get that-
grind the comeback
and
out.
We might get that comeback.
We might get that comeback.
And like we said, if you think we're going to get pulled up on this, no one's going to watch it back.
Exactly.
Hopefully,
7, 8, 9.
you three people who are watching are enjoying some good baseball Sunday afternoon.
Absolutely. We certainly are.
Mm.
It's been an entertaining game to watch.
Dino at the plate.
Sunshine, we've got Haribo,
What
we're
more do
grinding a comeback out.
you want? Yeah, what more do you want?
Only 2 down now. 4 runs in that one.
Dina, who has ground out and I believe got caught out in his
I
second
believe
at
got
bat.
caught out. And the runner goes to second.
Oh,
Nate
Nate,
pounced on that base.
Yeah, he did a bit of mustard on that. It was very Hollywood, but he got the job done.
He pretty much drop kicked the
He
second
did,
base.
yeah. It's all this wrestling talk,
It is,
Carl.
absolutely.
It's contagious.
It certainly is.
He's rattled a little bit now, this pitcher.
I think once you get in your head, well, that's when things start to struggle. But bearing in mind, every one of the runs that we've scored in this has come with 2 outs.
It's been a great
This is a grind.
This is it, though. We thrive when we're thrive from behind.
Absolutely.
I think if we were leading for the full game, we wouldn't know what to do with ourselves, to be honest.
Absolutely. Oh, and
2-2 the count.
2 and 2.
Be nice to see him
A bit of contact.
get a contact there, getting it to third.
That will bring Jess up to the plate. Swing and a miss to retire the side.
He'd be disappointed.
Rays
with
get
that
out of
one.
it. And the strand 1 runner. However, the deficit has been cut.
It has. Score now is 11-9,
9, I believe. 11-9.
11-9.
With 1 inning left to go, we are currently at an hour and 40. So there is time for the next inning.
He is. There's discussion going on here. I don't know if. I mean, I'm assuming we're going to have another inning. We should. We should have another inning.
Still 20 minutes left.
We've heard
Captaining.
Carl.
Absolutely.
So
So
this could get interesting.
It certainly could. So it is uncapped. I've just overheard home plate umpire Mike confirm that it is an uncapped inning so it's an uncapped inning for both teams rather than
Okay.
because the score is less than 5 deficit.
Okay.
So anything under 5 ahead, both teams are allowed to uncap.
actually thrown some of that
Absolutely.
heat from the
We'll have
mound.
A 3 up, 3 down in, and
We have got.
I'm not sure where we are in the order.
I'm not
Possibly
sure.
at the very end of the order. I think this might be the
it
number
is-
9 batter.
Kendig, and I believe his favourite meal, as it says in the programme notes, eggs, chips and beans.
Right. Oh, interesting.
And favourite musical, Guys and Dolls.
Guys and Dolls.
Mm.
It's a classic.
Yeah,
Certainly is. What's your favourite musical, Liam?
I think I was a fan of Oliver as a child.
Right.
But I'd probably say Grease, to be honest.
Fair enough.
Grease. I'm not a big musical guy, Carl, but I'll say Grease. What about?
I am a bit of a musical
You
guy.
are
I'm a
a
bit
bit?
of a theatre, a
Oh.
bit of a lovey. You know?
I
I've done
wouldn't
some,
have expected that of you.
I've done some theatre acting, as well as film and TV as well. I've had a lot of hobbies.
Is there anything that you don't do? I will ask. Is the question. You know?
well, my
Axe
actual-
throwing, wrestling, baseball.
Acting,
Lover of
yeah,
musical
yeah.
and the arts.
No, the reason my first marriage didn't work was because I had so many hobbies back in the day. But yeah, so
I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad you didn't say the reason my first marriage didn't end was due to an axe.
No,
throwing
no,
accident.
unfortunately, I was longer. Didn't discover axe throwing until long
That's
after
a good
my,
job as well.
My current wife might not be of the same opinion. But yeah, so my favourite musical would be Spamalot.
Spamalot.
Based on the
I don't believe I've seen that.
it's a stage show based on Monty Python and the Holy Grail,
Oh, okay.
and it is wonderful.
It's a recommendation for any of you out there.
If you ever get a chance to go and see Spamalot live, please,
Yeah,
please
I'll
take it.
I'll
It's,
take a recommendation on that.
I mean, I'm a classic Les Mis guy. You know,
Yeah.
saw Les Mis 3 or 4 times at the Queen's Theatre in London.
There's the confirmation there, uncapped in it. And here he is, Kending, number 14. Guys and Dolls, Eggs, Chips and Beans. Favourite bands? The Verve. Liked a bit of Britpop, the lad. Popped up. And there's one out. One away. Ball one. Ball one.
Right, I'm composed. I'm
No,
back. I'm
you're back
composed,
there,
yes,
yeah.
absolutely. That
Good.
really caught me off guard. The Verve. The Verve.
Well, that's his favourite band, no?
Absolutely, yeah.
I would say not mine, but you know, they're up there.
Yeah, they're
They're alright.
What do they do? Which ones
So
are
a
which
bit,
ones are
bit of sweet sympathy.
Bittersweet
The
Sympathy,
drugs
yeah.
don't work.
They do a track called Motorcycle Emptiness as well. That was one of their recent tracks.
And we got number.
Oh,
nice
lovely
from
contact.
number
And
3.
TBJ gets the
Yeah,
stop.
he's got one
Throw
there.
down at first is slightly wide and
Yeah,
out of
man.
play for a second base.
And number 3, she'll go to second. Then it says her favourite band here is Aqua.
Aqua.
The
been a long time since-
Scandinavian pop artist
Yeah.
of the 90s.
Dead now, of course.
Unfortunately so. Favourite meal? Steak and kidney pie.
Steak kidney pie. I love it.
Doesn't say what the sides are that she likes with.
Right.
Just says steak and kidney pie. So
Lovely, lovely.
I will not speculate on the sides.
And for those of you just joining in, the answer to today's competition was 4 ghosts.
Popped up, and Ricky will snare that.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's 2 away.
Of course, Scrooge was visited by the ghosts of Christmas past, Christmas present, Christmas future, and the ghost of Jacob Marley.
Yeah. That's true.
And apologies for the earlier confusion. We were looking for Colonel Sanders, not Colonel Gaddafi.
No. Easy mistake to make. Carl.
Absolutely.
That's a strike.
That was a
there.
strike for the Edinburgh team manager. So
Easy, bud.
those of you that might recognise him, actually, he was an extra in The Bill.
Oh, Wayne, I think, there's a lot of people who've done that job. So it's at least, that's going to be 3 away.
That is 3 away.
3 away.
One up,
and
3 up, 1 down. Was that, did they score a run?
They did not.
They did not score a run, so the Spartans can take it.
3 quick outs from the Spartans.
Three runs in will win the first game of the season.
This is what it's all about. They've got themselves in a position to win here, Carl.
Absolutely.
It's an uncapped inning. Are we going to see it?
They don't even need the uncapped. They need three in it.
A little walk off.
Lovely walk off. Yeah. Do you know what would be nice? A grand slam walk off. Wouldn't that be nice? Get those bases loaded.
It would be nice.
A grand slam walk off.
And the Durham Spartans order will be up. Of course, we'll have some player facts for you.
Absolutely. Now that the notes have finally been delivered.
Yeah, the notes have been delivered, and it's just to get you a bit closer to the players.
Absolutely. Learn as we go.
Yeah.
It turned out Pablo had them in his briefcase the entire time.
Yeah, I did.
He said he looked, but I don't think he did.
Yeah, that's what my wife would call a man look.
Absolutely. Interesting that he brought the bejeweled briefcase with him today. Normally it's cheeky goes for the brown leather, but first game of the season, home opener.
You've got to arrive in style.
Absolutely. I'm glad the sun's gone away actually, because the glare off the jewels was. It was a little bit too much to bear.
We've got the next 3 batters up for the Spartans. We've got the debutant.
Bottom of the order, leading right into the top of the order.
We have.
You should just tune in. You should be sitting over there watching. It's wonderful. We're going to be joined in the broadcasting booth by right fielder Scott Hughes.
Mr. Scott Hughes has joined us.
How's the game gone?
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
We're still in it.
We're definitely
We're
still in it.
2 runs down. 3 runs will win this game.
Oh, definitely.
We're just saying bringing some player facts as people step up to the plate.
We've got our notes. We're all clued up on the players. We've learned a few of the Edinburgh players.
Yep, absolutely.
That's good.
So the second base, apparently by all accounts, her favourite meal is eggs, chips, and beans.
Yeah.
She's a big fan of the verve by all accounts. Right, here we go. We are away with the uncapped bottom of the 5th. Tay Fitz up.
The debutant. She was aggressive in her last appearance. You love to see it. Really.
Absolutely. You've got to go out. If you're going to go out, you've got to go out swinging.
Exactly.
You don't want to go out watching 3 strikes come in.
This is it. It's a baseball lesson. It's a life lesson.
It certainly is.
It's very frustrating.
Now it says in the notes here that Jess has seen Oasis 17 times.
17 times.
17 times. She's not a fan of them though, apparently.
No, she's roadie.
Apparently, her partner's a
Liam
big fan of the Oasis.
Nice.
Oh, foul ball. Good contact though.
It was. You like to see.
Fan of a sausage butty by the looks of things as well, according to the notes.
Favourite meal, huh? Or was it? Was that it? Greg's go-to item?
Yep. Oh, right. Okay. Specifically at Greg's sausage butty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, to be honest, Carl, for £2.80 for a coffee and a roll, you just can't go wrong. You say inflation's gone mad, but you can't argue.
Keeping it real.
You can't argue with those prices. So strike out there.
There's a strikeout.
And he's Stephen Holt up again.
Absolutely.
You say, we know this lad can hit a ball.
Certainly can.
The guy can hit a baseball.
That is full of juice.
We're going to need it here.
We certainly are.
We're going to need
Get
it here.
somebody on base.
We've got Stephen up next. Tommy on deck.
And then back to the top of the order.
Yeah.
Swinging way late on that one, Stephen.
There was some juice behind that pitch. He started to look like he was slowing down a little bit, the pitcher, but he's kept him in the tank for that one, Carl. Stephen's
favourite film, of course, The Princess Bride.
Of course.
Swings at the second pitch.
It's classic.
It is. This is his second favourite film. Is Saw 4. Oh, very out of the.
Yeah, it is. I mean, out of all
both
the
ends
Saw,
of the spectrum.
yeah, I mean, of all the Saws, I wonder why he chose. I wonder why I thought was his favourite. We'll have to ask him next time when he's not in the batter's box.
Absolutely, we'll get him into the commentary booth and we'll take that one. It's a ball. Strike called. Strike 3. That looked outside.
That is a bit controversial.
That is going to bring Tommy Warlow, the final saviour of the first
Tommy.
game of the season.
Tommy's got discipline.
He certainly has. Getting Tommy on base will bring TBJ to the plate, and TBJ can do some damage. Not that Tommy can't.
See, to me that was the same spot as the last called strike, but
maybe potentially redemption for Mike, making
we
things even.
Like we say, you just
inside. 2-0.
I wouldn't thank you for being an umpire.
Absolutely not.
You can never please everybody. And sometimes you can't please anybody.
Absolutely. Strike 1. 2 and 1.
2 and 1 here. We need a man on base.
Certainly do. That's inside. 3 and 1.
We do want it to be a bit anticlimactic after a great fifth inning fielding for the Spartans with 3 quick outs. This was the chance to win a game. That's wide.
Strike 2. That is going to go full count.
There we go then. All comes down to this.
Discipline, Tommy. Discipline. That's high.
Yeah, it's high. And he's on base. And
the tying run will come to the plate.
TBJ.
Look at how much damage the Spartans did with 2 outs in the last inning.
Exactly. You can never fully count them out, Carl. You know that we talked about the comeback from big deficits. They seem to always do better when the backs are against the wall, and the backs are certainly against the wall here.
Absolutely. TBJ just getting himself a nice even footing in the box. That sand is terrible.
Yeah.
To stand on.
It is.
Oh, and a high fly ball.
It's popped up.
Foul ball.
TBJ says his favourite hobbies are watching the Eurovision Song Contest and making smoothies.
Very nice, very nice.
And Tommy on steal.
No,
he won't.
Go back.
He'll go back.
Foul. He'll go back to first.
I believe that clobbered the catcher right in his mask.
Absolutely. TBJ 0-2. Not the spot you want to find yourself in, being 0-2, being the last batter, potentially the last batter up.
10 seconds, stand drop.
Outside. Pitcher was on his way back to the dugout. He thought that was the game.
Yeah. Tommy manages to steal second. Temperature's dropping in again. That stand drop. Tense.
It certainly is. A foul tip into the glove, and Edinburgh Rays will win game 1 of the 2025 season. We will be back shortly with game 2. Please keep like and subscribe so you'll be notified.